Okay, the breaking news coming in, and it's some good news that's coming in from Ukraine at the moment. All Indian students who are stranded in the Ukrainian city of Sumy have been moved out now of the war zone. The Ministry of External Affairs has confirmed that students are being taken to western Ukraine, from where they will take flights back to India. Remember, it was the students' video appeal seeking safe passage that had gone viral. Many of these students were stuck because there was constant shelling going on. Now it appears that they have been given that important safe passage, and the Ministry of External Affairs has tweeted saying that the students are on their way to safety. So that's the good news that's coming in at the moment from Ukraine. Joining us now is our diplomatic editor, Geeta Mohan, who's live from Kiev. Appreciate your joining us, Geeta. That's great news. It seems that that safe passage that the Indian government has been working on has finally materialized. The Russians seem to have obliged, as have the Ukrainians. What more can you tell us?
Well, that's right, Rajdeep. After the conversation between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Ukrainian president, as also the conversation between Modi and Putin, we see that all Indian students from Sumy now have been evacuated and will be taken to safety. But that certainly does not mean that it is that everybody in Sumy is safe. It is a concern, an area of concern for Ukrainians at a time when the NATO and EU, Rajdeep, are not willing to declare Ukraine a no-fly zone. Every time I move around, we were in Irpin, massive clashes there. And when we spoke to people, most of them said, why isn't the West closing the skies, the Ukrainian skies? We do know that it means that it could escalate, matters could escalate, because Russia is certainly going to violate that call for a no-fly zone. And if they do that, then West will have to take military action. And that would mean an open war. But that certainly is not going down well with Ukraine, that is saying you're not bringing your forces in, you're not declaring the skies closed, and you certainly, your ammunition and weapons certainly do not seem to be enough. We are here in Kyiv. We were in the outskirts, and Russian forces have reached the outskirts of Kyiv. It is a scary scenario for Ukraine, for Kyiv as well.
You're saying Russian forces have reached the outskirts, so clearly they are closing in. The EU or NATO not committing to the no-fly zone demand that Ukraine is making. Just to get a sense once again from you about the students itself, how many students do we know are still left, Indian students in Ukraine, or can we now safely say that they are all out?
Well, according to the Ministry of External Affairs, the statement says that all Indian students are out, not all foreign nationals or foreign students, Rajdeep. But for India, Indian students were the focus, and it seems like they have been evacuated to safety. But yes, it is going to be a Herculean task to get them to the Western Front and then take them across. But the fact that they're out of Sumy in itself is a huge sigh of relief for the Indian administration, that has been working very hard and had been working very hard with the authorities on both sides to ensure that there is a humanitarian corridor opened only to ensure that the Indian nationals get out of Sumy, which is an absolutely strife-torn zone right now.
Okay. You stay safe, Geeta Mohan, reporting there from Kiev. Thanks very much for joining me here at the top of the news.